After years of searching for the perfect garden beefsteak, I think I've finally found it. I start by creating a mixture of 45% Pro Mix Organic Moisture Mix, 45% Miracle-Gro Moisture Control, and 10% Perlite. This custom medium contains all the nutrients and aeration needed to raise some healthy big beef seedlings. Fill up a seed tray and moisten it down. Pop in your seeds and blanket them with a sprinkle of mix. Give the tray a mist and cover with plastic. Around day 7 to 10, your big beef should be eagerly growing towards the light, which is very important, by the way. Use a grow light, or if you're lucky enough to have a sunny windowsill, that'll work as well. If you do go with grow lights, keep them on for about 12 hours a day. Once the seedlings are showing their second set of true leaves, I transplant them into party cups because I'm a party animal. Trust me, this is way more fun than beer pong. Pop out a plug and cull the weaker seedlings. Sink your sole survivor into the cup and bury it up to its seed leaves. Water in well before your little guys start throwing a tantrum. Back under the lights they go to soak up some more artificial rays. So once temps stay consistently around 10 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees Fahrenheit, begin the hardening off process. Put the seedlings into filtered light outdoors, bring them into the garage or house for the night. After a month and a half of patience, it's time to get your big beefs into the ground. First, choose a location in the garden that gets full sun, ideally 8 to 10 hours per day. Next, it's time to get diggity.
Hot diggity dog!
Come back better than last year, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back, cause damn I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes.
Add some natural soil amendments like composted cattle and sheep manure, bone meal, and whatever else you got lying around. Once the site has been prepped, the tomatoes are ready to go into the ground. Strip off the lower branches and slide the plant out of its pot. Get busy digging, or get busy dying. Plunk your big beef into its new home. Backfill, burying a significant portion of the stem. See, tomatoes are weird.
They're weird. Sorry.
They grow roots out of their stems, and you can use this odd feature to establish a larger root system, allowing for better access to water and nutrients throughout the season. Drip irrigation is hacks for your big beefs. These little adjustable emitters are called shrubblers. Consistent watering is perfect for beefsteaks as it will allow for fast growth and minimize the chance of fruits cracking. Check out my irrigation video for a detailed explanation on how to set up your own system. It's a lot easier than you might think. Black plastic mulch can help keep those pesky weeds at bay and warm up the soil for earlier, larger crops. But it's not necessary, and sometimes I don't use it. Let's give these suckers some juice. I add a tablespoon of Miracle-Gro 15-30-15 Bloom Booster to 2 gallons of water and stir it up. Then I feed my plants so they'll feed me.
Like we're used to eating big meals.
Once a week since planting, and this is in addition to the weekly watering from the irrigation system. Support structures are very important for big beefs since they're indeterminate vines. You can opt for a heavy-duty homemade cage like this. If you go this route, pruning is unnecessary and you can let your plants just run wild. You can see just how well my crop fared in 2020. The bushes get around 5 to 6 feet tall. For most of the big beefs I grow these days, my preference is to plant them in rows and prune to single or double stems. In this case, pluck off any suckers that appear and take care to ensure a clean break so that the plants heal up nicely. You can tie your tomatoes onto stakes and that works, but string trellising is by far my favorite method. It's cheap, it works like a charm. Get yourself some El Cheapo dollar store twine. Next, tie a loop around the base. Leave some room because this stem's gonna get beefy. Spiral the twine around the main stem, then tie it to the top beam of a trellis support structure. For this, I just built a simple one out of some 1x1s. I know I'm fancy, but the trellis doesn't have to be. If you decide to go with 2 main stems, simply run a second string. Once your big beefs start flowering and setting fruit, feel free to get excited. Your crop is finally taking shape. You don't need to spank your plants like some other gardeners might recommend. I don't condone abuse in the veg patch, just let the insects and the wind do its work to pollinate. Keep tying up your tomatoes and pruning them throughout the season, or not if you chose to be a cowboy or cowgal and wrangled your beefy boys with some cages. You should be harvesting at around the 75-day mark since planting out. Big beefs mature pretty early for beefsteaks and weigh about 10 to 12 ounces on average, but they can easily get over a pound from my personal experience. This classic red slicer is an All-America Selections winner, and it's currently my top choice for the garden. It really is a staple, and if you're not convinced of big beef's impressive nature by now, I hope you give it a try and prepare to be amazed. If you found this video useful, it'd be super cool if you could drop a like and share it with your garden buddies. It might help them out. Well, that's enough tomato talk for this video. Thanks so much for stopping by, and as always, grow it best.